forgot about this the last time. I didn't get it on film. I don't know if you can see this up here. There is a Santa Claus hanging off of a boom. That's kind of cool. Don't see that every day. And this is in Patterson. The big city of Patterson, Georgia. This is their one traffic light. Sweetie's Cafe. Carter's Chicken. Look at all the eating places we have here. Heroes Grill, looked abandoned, and Circle K. This may be some of that power pole setting going on around here. I don't know. I see a cop down here. Got a lot of power poles that have been swapped around or getting ready to swap here with all these little portable roads they're putting in to drive their equipment on to get to the power lines. Got a cop down here and a flashing thing. So I guess I better get over. Let's see what he's doing. Shoulder work, it says. They're still stacking their little things, look like. Yeah, this ain't where they're setting the poles. It's part of that work. I think it's going to be on the other side of Scriven, but I could be wrong. It has happened maybe once in my life. I don't know. I think. I hear I might have been wrong. I don't know. That could be just hearsay. Yeah, I think what we're looking for is going to be on the other side of Scriven. We're getting close to Scriven, but I think them power poles, it's been a couple of weeks since I was over here. I still think they're going to be over there if they're still working on them. They're kind of doing some stuff with these, getting ready to shift these around. Through in Jessup, headed to the interstate at Brunswick, and going to Kingsland. We're going to try. It says I'm going to get there at 4:53 and they close at 5. I'm going to see if I can't make a little bit of that time. Shorten out a little bit where I can get that part in Kingsland done and then drive on to Jacksonville tonight and stay down there and catch those two and then come back up to Savannah and Statesboro tomorrow. After, in other words, do 2 Jacksonville and Orange Park tomorrow. Then Savannah, and then Statesboro, headed home. Sounds like a plan. Let's see if this works. Stay tuned for more. The last little glimpse of Jessup here. Jessup, Georgia. See, I was thinking that'd have been quicker to go back to Nahana and cut through down there, but they're telling me, and it does look like it's, as long as it's headed south and it runs into an interstate, this might actually work. This might actually work. Get on the interstate in 33 miles, so we'll see. Then go about another 30-something miles. That's all I got for now. Okay, so now we've just got on 95 right around Brunswick. We'll spin it. Not sure what everybody's wanting to do here. That's some of the Brunswick puck mill stuff over there. Everybody's doing some crazy driving. Oh, I forgot about this floppy road here. The Jacksonville Highway from Waycross used to be like that. Bloom, 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 bloom. It's cement. Would drive you insane and give you a headache. Anyway, here we are going to Kingsland now on I-95 South. Headed toward Jacksonville, but we got to stop at Kingsland if I can make it there before they split. Pretty good at the moment. It says I'm gonna make it there in time, but let's see what this traffic does for us. We still 32.2 mile away. It's 4:05. I see no reason why I can't pop in there before 5 o'clock and do that little 5-minute or less job I got to do there. Then we can go stay in Jacksonville. That's my plan. I got 2 calls down there. I can stay there tonight, catch them in the morning, head back up to Savannah and Statesboro, and that'll about wrap it up. I don't think I'm going to take this autoclave I picked up back to Tifton. That'll be the next trip down here, probably. I'll see what I feel like tomorrow afternoon. If I get 4 of these offices knocked out, we will see. Let me go do some driving, y'all. Oh, come on. The drop down. You never know. It's taping. Hold. Okay, so we finished up the Kingsland job. And I'm about to go. I got time for a bonus before I have to drive to Jacksonville. I don't have time, but we're going to make time. You know what? Because we can't do any more offices today. I got to go get a motel in Jacksonville. I'm in Kingsland, Georgia. Gonna get a motel in Jacksonville, Florida. But I'm going to show y'all a little treat, a bonus of some history that I participated in. Let's go over here and show you something. Stand by. Okay, let's do a little lead in here. Somewhere back in time, I'd say the mid-80s. Hold, I got somebody wanting a handout. I don't have any hands out. But somewhere back in the mid-80s, I worked down here in Kingsland. And a little place called, well, I worked for a electrical plumbing AC company. And I was an electrician. I single-handedly wired a bunch of houses at a place called Mariners Landing. I did some other things, but that was the bulk of what I did. The boss man's son had a crew of electricians, and they was doing apartments a little further into St. Mary's. I worked on the houses by myself. I wired those by myself. Anytime they got a short, he couldn't figure nothing out because he wasn't the sharpest tack in the box. I won't go into all of that, but they was stupid. This is a short answer for that. So when they found a short, I'd have to go over there and fix the shorts at their place. I didn't have shorts because I didn't. And then the guy that was building this development wanted a Hanna Brothers. I think it was James Hanna, I believe. It was James Hanna. He had a big, huge mansion out on the marsh down here. Well, they went over there and supposedly wired it. That thing had so many shorts in it. I spent days over there fixing the mess that they made. But here, I think I'm close to where I'm at. This was another thing they built right next to it over here where this green sign is. It's changed. Mariner Suites was like some little condos or something, little apartments they had. I helped them with that a little bit, but I didn't do a whole lot of those. What I done was down here, it was called Mariners Landing, and it looks like it still is. We're gonna come up in here, and I'm gonna show y'all, I actually did a little bit of work down there at that little strip mall. They had a hardware store or something down there, like a Lee Hardware, I don't remember what it was called. But when I started, none of that was there. Let's see if we can do a drive-through. This place from the beginning, there was maybe a couple dozen houses down here. We're gonna come back up in here. It was like a couple dozen houses back up in here. Hold, I'm gonna put the camera down a second so they don't think I'm videoing them. These are the pretty small houses, but I finished up some of these. This first little leg here was already here. I know these houses ain't much, but this is back before I had a license. I was working for somebody else under their license, but I was doing a good bit of work. Turned out after they run that bunch off, because they weren't the best electricians, air conditioned people, or plumbers, when they run them off, I come back down here to work with the carpenters to help build houses for a little while, and then worked under a license for a little while. There's some more back down there I done. I'm gonna go on over this way because I don't have too long to stay here. Just gonna show you. I know that don't look like there's hardly any houses here, but there is more back behind where we was at. If I have time, I'll swing back through there. If not, we're gonna come over here. I'll show you some little bit bigger houses. I think those over there on that little offshoot was slightly bigger. But the bulk of the houses out here was wired by me. These over here, I wired these. I actually built some of these, helped them build. Let's go out here on this little one here. I don't even remember what that little subdivision is called. This is Windward Cove. I remember a house. These houses look really dated now, because it's been like, these houses was nice back in the 80s. But one of these houses right down here, I'm gonna have to put the camera down. I think it was that blue one right there. Yeah, I think it was that one. It was one that had a real high foyer in it. It did. And I had to stack, to get to the light up in that foyer, had to get sawhorses, put some boards on them, get 2 ladders and stack on top of those sawhorses, and then put boards sideways across the top step of that ladder and put another 7 or 8 foot ladder, I think it was 8 foot ladder, on top of those, and then stand on top of a bucket on top of that to hang that light. And some lady comes walking in there when they was fixing to show the house and all, and says, "Oh my, that looks dangerous." And I'm like, no duh. Doggone straight it's dangerous. But there's a bunch of houses back up in here, y'all. Yeah, we had our work trailer was parked somewhere right in here at one time. It got moved around. Seemed like it was. It might have been down here a little bit further. The camera down so it ain't look like I'm filming people again. Might have been right in here. I don't know. There's a whole other, there's little lakes and ponds and stuff out here. But all these houses that y'all are seeing, and that goes way up in there and turns, all of these, I know these houses don't look like much, I wired them. And these boys was framing these houses in, like every second day they would have another house ready for me to wire. So I wasn't just sitting around. I had plenty to do. They was throwing these houses out. And that goes back around there. This one comes back around over here. Camera down so people ain't think we just filming them. I don't want to look like a creep or something here. People doing yard work here. But I'm pretty sure every house you see in this camera shot, I wired. Ooh, we got some geese. Yeah, cause there's like a lake right back here, a little pond, homemade, and it goes back that way. I'm not gonna stay all up in here, cause I do need to get back to Jacksonville, or get to Jacksonville. These roads wind all back around up in here. The subdivision back over here and to the left was a little bit later. The bunch I was working for, they had run them off about the time they started these. So I was doing, for a short while, I was framing houses, framing them up. And then they got me to come back down here to do some wiring. These houses was a little bit different design. I don't want people walking around up in here, that's why I can't really do a lot of filming. Anyway, there's a good bit of houses back up in here. Mariners Landing, back in the mid to late 80s. I did a lot of this stuff here. There's, like I said, there's more way back down there. We're not gonna go all up in there. I just want to show you a quick little bonus here. That was a little pool for the subdivision. That was like a little local hardware store down there. We had to get, sometimes we get some of our supplies from down there. I'll help them wire it out. But anyway, that was just a little bonus reel. Now let's head to Jacksonville and see what we can get into down here. I'm gonna have to enter that into my GPS before I get too far down here. So I'm gonna pull over here. Well, I don't know if that is safe. That used to be a nightclub. Now it's the Camden County Sheriff. It used to be like a very bad nightclub. I think that the county come in there and took it over and made it the sheriff's station or something. If I remember right, it was something like that. Trying to find me somewhere to park up in here where I can get my GPS set. That's what I'm trying to do. Let's pull like right here for a minute. Gonna have to stop this. Okay, we are in Jacksonville. It looks like low tide for those interested. We are getting close to the Danes Point Bridge. Spin it, turn it around, do the double spin, and you're in. Visors up, visors up. We got cars coming in hot. I thought I seen that little pissant coming through there earlier. He's gonna zip it. Yeah, he is. This kind of traffic, you can't zigzag a whole lot. We're getting real close to what's called the Danes Point Bridge. Unless my dented up brain is messing with me again. I'm pretty sure this was Danes Point over here. We are about 8.5 miles from where I will be working in the morning. My first call in the morning. Got 2 calls down here in the Jacksonville area. One's in Orange Park. We're going to jump in here if we can and scoot on down the road a little bit. See way down there, sticking up in the air. If memory serves me correctly, that is called the Danes Point Bridge. We got brake checkers. Are we gonna go? Are we not gonna go? Still got brake checkers. I need to make a decision here. Are we gonna go or are we not gonna go? We're gonna get right here. Now they're brake checking up in front of me. That lane's trying to go now, so I'm gonna try to get back over here. See if it'll go or not go. Not sure if I can do a grab and flip and spin. Traffic's pretty heavy, so we're gonna let her ride right there where she's at right now. Got a lot of cargo ship unloading stuff on either side. They made this one big enough so some cruise ships could get under over here. Pretty big bridge. Middle's looking pretty good. Do have to exit to the right. Just over 2 miles, just on the other side of this bridge. This is Danes Point Bridge. I don't know what y'all can see out there. I'm gonna try to pull her down and spin her around. I can't zoom at this, but way over there is the skyline of Jacksonville. See it over there in the darkness. Here's some things unloading the bridges. I'm unloading the cargo ships. Sorry. Losing my brain again. Sunset is rapidly approaching. It's behind the clouds. I got 1.3 miles. I might as well get over here while the getting's good. Get a little bit better look out here. It is definitely low tide though. Getting off at exit 45. The lane we're in is an exit only. I think it does some zigzaggedy stuff, so I may have to hang this back up, y'all. Let me go ahead and put this up. Spin it. Try to lock it. Locked. Thanks to the magnetic grip. It sticks to the steel bar I put in here behind me. This road, you cut to the right, then you cut to the left, and you cut to the right, or something down here. I don't remember. Maybe it just swerves back. Turn to the right and swerve to the left. I thought we had to turn off again somewhere in a minute. I'll let y'all know accordingly. You will know when I know. I'm getting sleepy. It was a day today. It was a night last night too, and yesterday was a day. Glad we got off of that road. They was poking along over there. Now, 13. Side connector. We go straight here. Heck, we're only 3.2 miles away from our destination, so I'll probably need to start looking for some motels. Just eyeball, see if I can catch any. I think we go right by the old Regency Square Mall. Don't know if it's still such a thing or not, but what was the Regency Square Mall? So there still should be some things right in here this day. But apartment houses out here. I have to do a drive-by and turn around and come back. Gonna look. I know there used to be motels over here. It says I'm 2 miles from the doctor's office, and right over there where that doctor's office is, I don't think there's. Also need to be looking for something to eat. I'm looking. Arlington Expressway. Yeah, I see AMC right there. That was on the back of Regency Square Mall. So that's Regency. I should have got off at this exit. I'm gonna go a little bit further down. Yeah, that's AMC Theaters. That is Regency Square Mall. If there's anything left in there, I don't know. Last time I seen the mall, but kind of deserted. Used to be one of the two biggest malls. That one in Orange Park. Yeah, all of that parking lot looks empty there. Yeah, I'm thinking on this road right here that we're crossing over now, might would have been some motels, but I don't see any down there. Honestly, did this whole side of the town die? Yeah, a lot of this stuff just kind of went kick the bucket, huh? Well, good grief. I'm gonna stay the course. It says I'm a half a mile from the place. I should have got over there probably. Yeah, I hope there's something to. I'm gonna get over here and screw this. I hope always keeps going. Is that turn only? If it's turn only, I am screwed, and I have. I think it's turn only. Right lane must turn. I'm not sure where they're going. I wish they would step on it though. Don't see a Chili's over there. I'm not crazy about the thought of eating a Chili's. If I had to, I would. Might have to pull over and do some googly searching to find me some motels and some foodage. 1,000 foot. 800 feet. 700 feet. Yeah, they ain't nothing over here, y'all. So that shows what I know. It's where I got to turn in at right here. Zippy Doodle-A. Now, if I remember right, that is where I'm going. And obviously they're going home for the day, so I'll have to pull in here and figure out where there's a motel at. Alright, we're going to pause this till I can find me somewhere to eat and stay, hopefully close to each other. Bye for now. Hello everyone. Nighttime over here. Gonna give a little review of this motel room I'm staying in Jacksonville. It's a Holiday Inn Express right off of 295 and Atlantic, I think it is. Out like you're going out toward the beach, close to Regency Square Mall. Used to be. I think that's kind of a ghost town mall now. Anyway, thought I'd do a little room review. Some people like to do room reviews. Flip it. This is like obviously the door coming in. Seems to be clean. Everything. Got the fan going in here because I just took a shower. I'm still trying to get the fog off of the there it went. It's gone. I can turn that off where I can hear it. Anyway, nice little mirror, although it looked like it's been chipped right there, but it don't feel real rough, so I think they actually come back down in here and sanded it so somebody wouldn't get hurt on it. Thought somebody chipped the edge off of that. Decent showers, got your body wash and conditioner and shampoo and stuff. That's like a 4-position shower head. Water pressure is about what you expect on a motel. This is the second floor. It was okay. It wasn't horrible. It was okay. Wasn't great. You don't usually get great water pressure the higher up you go in a motel, but sometimes you do. And I have had it where you just get a drip, so it's better than that. It's acceptable. Pretty good. Anyway, spin it. They did not have, in the things that I would complain about, they did not have a bath mat. Usually you got one of them sitting up here on the edge of the tub. Didn't have one. Had 3 towels. I used one taking a shower, put one down here, and I still got one, and I got 3 hand towels, and I had 3 wash rags. Double check. These ain't none of these the floor mat, and I don't like to get out on that ceramic. Might slip, plus the floor's cold, so I always like to put a towel down, or if they don't have the rug. That wasn't a major thing. Like I said, it's only me staying in the room, so I had 2 extra towels. Got a fridge in here. Actually got my ice in there. I'll have some ice tomorrow with that. Regular stuff you usually get. Coffee maker, Keurig, microwave. These cabinets do have lights on them. I've been seeing a bunch of motels lately that had that, where they got lights on top of everything. They even got lights over the TV if you turn them on. Safe, extra bedding stuff, coat hangers, general stuff like you'd expect to find. I didn't even notice, did they have a blow dryer? They probably did. Most people have them nowadays. Yeah, that's probably your hair dryer right there. This one's actually got 2 queens, and this is a pull-out sofa, so you could sleep 6 people in here. That might be a full. I can't tell. It's big enough for 2 people, though. At any rate, nice little sitting area over here. Throw your feet up on the table. Wasn't really watching TV. I was supposed to be taping the NASCAR race that's happening, the Busch Clash or whatever they calling it these days, at the Bowman Gray Stadium, which ain't much of a race because the average speed is like 50 something mile an hour. I've been going way faster than that all day. And wake up. Nowhere do they have it on this TV. I said at the tape it was supposed to come on Sunday and then Monday and then Tuesday and then now today, Wednesday, they're having it. And Fox had come out and said they wasn't going to show it, so I don't know, or FS1. So right now I'm listening to it on MRN. Not really paying any attention to it. Like I said, they're only going 50 mile an hour. I can do that all day.
Byron's going to try to clear Suarez in 1. He's successful. Now Chase Briscoe and Ryan Blaney line up to the inside of Suarez.
Anyway, that's what you get for racing in a parking lot, basically. One thing I didn't like, this is probably my biggest complaint, but I'm okay with it because I got a temp going okay right now. Most of the digits is out. Most of the LEDs is out on all of these, so I don't know what temperature it is. It looks like it's 21 right now, and I went up and it started getting hot. I just sent it to something too. It looks like an 82, or I don't know. So that would probably be my major complaint. Hadn't tried the bed out really. Hadn't really got that far into it. It's kind of springy and cushy. Maybe I could sleep on this. It feels a little softer than what I would normally prefer. And lately we have recently got somebody had a king size bed on a tilt platform, so we had to buy the bed to go around it because it was just the bed, no box spring, and you can't put a box spring on a tilt. Anyway, theirs was a Tempur-Pedic, I think. When you first lay on it, it feels like you're laying on the floor so hard. But oddly enough, I've been sleeping pretty good on it. It does kind of, I don't know, shape to your body. If you sit down, you sink a little bit. But if you lay down, it's like laying on a sheet of plywood. So now I've got used to that. This feels like an old-timey springy mattress. Not a whole lot of support here. So hopefully, I don't know if you could tell that. I'm not looking at my face, huh? Spin it. It's really gives a lot. I do not like real cushy beds. It's not super cushy, but it's less supportive than what I would particularly want. I'm probably not going to be watching any TV anyway. I need to do some more video editing. I'm still behind on this. I've got several nights lined up. I've got 3 or 4 more videos to edit, not counting what's still inside of this camera right here. I need to charge this thing again tonight too. Don't think I'm going to download what's in here, but I can charge it. So I'll have a fresh battery tomorrow. I'm probably taping too much stuff today. I might have to edit it or bust it up into several videos. Anyway. Just chill out and hit the ground running tomorrow, hopefully. Get some things done. Yeah, centered. I'm thinking that is a 200 lap race there at 180. I don't even know who's leading at the moment. Ryan Preece apparently with 20 laps to go. Anyway, that's probably going to finish up my review of this room. case anybody's interested. Some people don't like that, but I know other channels like to show room reviews and food reviews, and I haven't been really doing food reviews. I eat at Outback tonight. I eat at Longhorn. Last night, it's not like I've had a steak thing going, huh? But I did switch over from steak to ribs tonight. I wasn't crazy about the ribs. They was edible. But anyway, sweet potato was edible, but the one I had last night was better. Anyway, that is going to probably wrap up this evening's filming. Thank y'all all for watching. It's probably going to be a bunch of little videos, huh? Or it's going to be one long one that nobody's going to watch anyway. I need to start getting caught up and dropping these videos earlier. At the current rate I'm going, this video right here won't show for 3 weeks from today's date, which I think is still February the 4th, if I'm not mistaken. Not 100% sure, but I believe it's the 4th. Yep, February 4th, 2026. Well, that's all we got tonight, folks. Thanks for watching. Avery with Southern Fried Knowledge signing out. Here's a quick update. I just started to try to charge my phone and this camera, and there's at least 5 USB ports. 4 of them don't work, and the plug-ins that you plug in, at least by the bed, are so loose. The springs are so loose in the plug. When you plug it in, it just droops down and it won't work. So yeah, there's some electrical issues here, but we about to plug this camera in to this one right here on this lamp works. So I'm gonna be, yeah, it's green. These 2 over here don't work. Some of them is bent, like somebody's went there with a screwdriver and bent them. And there's 2 over there. Neither one of them work. And like I said, when you plug this into here, watch it. When it falls, it don't grab. It ain't got no traction in there, so it's not charging. Might have to try to charge these over here if it'll get hold of one. That one's doing the same thing. It's in there a little better. And then I've got to go on the wall, see if I can find one that ain't worn out, and plug my phone in somewhere. See, that one there's good. Guess I'll charge my phone over here. Yeah, you shouldn't have to be doing that. All of those long built-in plug strips are worn out. That one and that one needs to be thrown in the garbage can. So that's something that you need to tell people about, you know, when you get that kind of stuff wrong in the room. Decent room, add up 2 or 3 things. My biggest complaint probably is that air condition. I can't tell what the temperature's set at, and charging ports. Got some problem with charging ports and some of the wall outlets that are built into those charging ports. So it's basically they need to come spin it, swap these 2 guys. That one and the one over there by the bed, those are worn out. Well used. Anyway, that's all I got. I mean it this time. Thanks for watching. Bye.